Hi Ma, good morning. Hope you enjoyed your Sunday. Did lot of works, finished a lot of works. So welcome back to our session, software architecture. Today we are going to learn a part 2, a small topic in this. Okay, part 2 is a very small topic. Okay, in total unit we will cover. I will try to cover total part 2 today. If not, tomorrow I will try to finish. Okay, right. So, what is a part 2 actually? So, we are in unit 1, that is envisioning architecture. In the part 2 we have architecture business cycle. Architecture business cycle. Okay. See, these total 3 words will explain the total concept in detail, I can say. How they can explain? See, the architecture nothing but a set of components to fulfill some application or need or requirement or any other business, right? So if you want to use this architecture especially for the business, so any implementation or developing is meant for either business or service oriented one or own requirement. It depends. But this unit is going to consider about the business. See, a lot of softwares are developing. If you observe your mobile phone, a lot of apps are using by us. Okay, so games apps, some education apps, okay, some learning apps, everything. So they're not giving free of cost. Of course, they are giving free of cost service to you, but they will gain some amount. It is a business trick, right? So, if you we justified architecture in the business, now coming to the cycle. Why it is cycle? The cycle means the end part is going to connect into the first part of the itself, right? Right. So the first component is going to connect back to the end part. If it is so, that is called as a cycle. Yes, the title surely perfectly suits for this software architecture, that is architecture business cycle ABC. ABC. Okay, how means, see, for example, if you want to start an architecture, if you want to frame an architecture, if you want to develop a application, so for what you are going to use, for what you are going to develop, maybe for commercial use only or for your application. Okay, so for that you have to consider all things which can be useful for the business or your own requirement, right? So for example, we have to satisfy the number of people or by yourself, or you have to consider the environment, or you have to consider the application, or you have to consider the languages, the hardware, etc, etc, right? So the architecture business you're going to consider. Now after developing an architecture and leaving or entering into the market may not be satisfied with your architecture, depends upon or because of evolution from one phase to another or time being, automatically we need changes. What we need changes or modifications in your architecture. If it is so, again we have to come back to the initial place where you have to start your developing. From there we have to start again the requirements gathering in the modification, the analysis, the changes to implement, and finally the testing. So we came back again whenever there is a requirement of the modification from the environment of the your product, right ma? So this title suits like this: architecture business cycle, framing an architecture, giving for business. Whenever there is changes to the business, automatically come back to the architecture, again do the modifications from the starting point, right? So this is the architecture business cycle. So part 2 contain only three concepts ma. Way to architecture comes from architecture influences. Way to architecture come from needy. Necessity is a mother of invention. See, just consider about the mobile phone. Initially there is a telegrams, or later we got telephones, later we got walkie talkies, later mobile phones. Now totally a computer can accommodate in your palm. Okay, a computer can accommodate in your palm. That is evolution came. So like this also, where this architecture came from? It is based upon the requirements of different people, different environment, society. right? No. Software process and the architecture business cycle. So what are the elements we are going to consider here again, which is going to be a part of this business cycle? And finally, making a good architecture. How we can make a good architecture? See, this is the infinite topic. Actually, we can't conclude this. See, it depends. But we can consider 2-3 factors where we can develop a good architecture, right? So two different architect working on same requirements. It's a big question, right? See, whenever you develop a project, for example, you develop some machine or a computer, okay, with the same requirement, if anybody came after 2 to 3 years for you to develop the same computer by you, will you able to do the same? No, not possible, because of the evolution, changes in the hardware, software, applications, or we can say languages. Automatically there will be a deviation from the first implementation to the second implementation by you, right? Right, because of this evolution of in terms of time. So here also two different architect working on the same requirements, even though they are working on the same requirements, the two people will get the same architecture? Not at all, not at all possible. So for this, the author has given some example to you. Okay, see, this is the ship, this is a Vasa. This ship is called as a Vasa. What is the ship called? Vasa. So it is a famous warship around 1860s, 1860s, okay, 1862 I think, okay. It is a famous ship. So it is a ship used by two countries to actually to it is used by Sweden to make a war with the Poland. Okay, see, the Sweden warship, the name called as a Vasa. Sorry, it is 1962. I thought 1862. 1962. Okay, so it is used for Sweden-Poland war, and the king of this Sweden is Gustavus Adolphus, and at this kingdom there is a person called as a Henrik Hybertson. Henrik Hybertson, who is an architect, the famous architect. Okay, the famous architect who can develop these ships very well, very well. Okay, now, okay, but it is a challenge to him because it is already developed. The ship is already developed. Okay, so what are the features of this ship? We will see. So the in a color image, we will able to see the ship image like this. Okay, the capacity is around, it is able to carry 300 soldiers around. It contains 2 stairs to save the gun, okay, to store the guns. The features we will see. Yeah, it is one more picture collected from the internet about to show you the Vasa ship. See how beautiful it is. Okay, so this ship is used for, see if you observe this here, so these are the ones by which we can get the bombs. They can able to shoot the other ships. So these are the warship. So it is called as a warship. It is not a trip ship. Okay. Coming to the features of Vasa. What is the main features of the Vasa? See, the architect Henrik Hybertson was a seasoned Dutch shipbuilder with an impeccable reputation, but the Vasa was beyond even his broad experience. Okay, so even he is a topmost architect in ship, but it is very tough to him to find a new to find some modifications on Vasa. Why means the main features of Vasa, it is 70 meters long, it can able to carry 300 soldiers, and it can carry 64 heavy guns mounted on 2 gun decks. 2 different gun decks are available in the Vasa, first floor, the second floor. But the Sweden king ordered Hybertson under his rule, please try to modify my ship so that it can be very powerful. It can be very powerful to fight, to make a war. Okay, so the Hybertson has struggled around 1 or 2 years, but unfortunately he died before the total development of this ship. But with his under his guidance and suggestions, after his death around after 62, the war started, around 68 the ship is developed. Okay, under his suggestions only. The modifications are as we have two states of guns, okay, to store heavy guns, okay, he tried to develop as a single state. He tried to develop as a single state so that he can able to store all guns at one place without moving up and down continuously. Okay, see how this. So need to balance. In any architecture, if you have to change any architecture, he should balance. He should balance means the change should not affect the performance, the functionality, safety, reliability, cost, along with the stakeholders. Who is the stakeholders? Users. Okay, the soldiers in the ship, the king, owner, the maintenance people who used to run the ship. So all these people should not suffer because of the modifications done by this Hybertson. So he should keep his mind all these features before he can start modifications of the ship. See this. So enter the view of Hybertson. So as it is a famous ship in that time, but finally he did as a single gun deck ship. So instead of using a two decks, he developed with a single deck. See this. So good sense to die about a year before the ship was finished. Before ship was finished, he died. But with his suggestions of the architecture only, his assistants completed the work. See, it is sorry, it's my given date is wrong. Sorry, okay. So it is around 1628. Okay, sorry, my date is wrong. 1628 August. He finally we got a ship. Means that time is that is 1622. I think I changed the model. Not 9. It is 6. Okay. Very sorry. Very sorry. Okay. Right. So what you understood with this Hybertson concept? Hybertson concept. Okay. What we understood is even the Vasa is a famous ship developed by an architecture which can't be modified further. It is a statement given by the king. But after request of the king, the Hybertson modified the ship in a very perfect manner so that the time is going to save and all other features in terms of security, performance, reliability, cost is not going to change at all. So like this also, architecture business cycle, whenever there is a evolution or revolution, there should not be any change in these features also. See, I will check the date. I think we will see. Yeah. Software architecture is the result of technical, business and social influences. Yes. Whenever there is no requirement at all, as mother is a necessity of invention, as a necessity is the mother of the invention, when there is no necessity, there is no invention. Automatically, the architecture will evolve if and only if whenever there is a technical, along with the business and social influence are there. Mean there is a need for them. For example, TikTok. Is there TikTok at my time when I am in BTech? No TikTok. It just 4 to 5 years back only we got TikTok. Why? Means every youth is very interesting to show his talent, to imitate somebody, to give some message to the society. So for that they given software. Okay. So for that only the Anil Ambani is ready to buy the TikTok. Even it is banned by the government, Indian government. See. So its existence in turn affects the technical. So whenever there is a architecture implementation is over, but it also affects. There is a need of architecture because of technical, business, social influences. But after developing the architecture also, there is a technical, business and social environment changes will be there. Like TikTok only. So in TikTok, lot of modifications can be do. Okay, so lot of videos can accommodate at one place. The memory size can improve. The time can be reduced, etc. The amount to pay can be used. The features of the app can improve. Changes can be made. Okay. Yes, so its existence in turn affects the technical, business, social environments that subsequently influence future architectures, new architectures we need. See, in terms of software, hardware and investment. And so in order we got this one. So this revolution we got. Initially there is no, actually there is no requirement. If there is no requirement, there is no architecture. But as we have a requirement, we got architecture. As we have got architecture, we need changes. So what happens here? Architecture business cycle. See, we call this cycle of influences from environment to the architecture. The people is needing TikTok, so we got TikTok. But TikTok need changes, so cycle. From environment to architecture and back to the environment, the architecture business cycle called as a architecture business cycle. So the key points in architecture business cycle, nothing more. It's not more important. Already given to you in this video. How organizational goal influences. Whenever there is an organization is there, whenever the organization have some goals, they need architecture. Okay, so architecture collects the requirements of an organization, right? Now, how requirements lead to architecture? Planning. So, whenever there is a requirements for any organization, automatically we should start the planning to start building an architecture. See, whenever the architecture is built, we have to analyze the architecture. Means we have to compare whether my architecture is better or not with anybody else whenever there is existence of any other architecture. Okay. Finally, how architecture yields systems that suggest new organizational capabilities and requirements. Yeah, if architecture is successful and the organization is very happy, but if they want more, it will give some suggestions to develop or to implement new things in your existence architecture. Right. So this is the basic points to remember architecture. The organization have some goals. To fulfill its goals, you have to gather requirements. After requirements, you have to start developing architecture. After developing architecture, we have to analyze whether it is a good or bad outcome. After getting outcome, if it is good, is there any further changes we need for further good? Right, that's it. Yes. So where do architects come from? A lot of answers can give for this question. A lot of answers can give for this question. Either because of the organization, either because of the people, or either because of the society, or either because of the business need. Okay, so we can start architecture building from there. See this. If a software architect want to develop an architecture, okay, what is the need of this architect to develop this architecture? Because of the constraints. See, lot of people are there. Stakeholders, all the people can be called as a stakeholder. The stakeholder can be organizational owner, the stakeholder can be customer, the stakeholder can be user, the stakeholder can be maintenance people, or developing people, or testing people. So any people involving in our architecture building called as the stakeholders only. Right, ma? See, in order to develop this architecture by the architect, you have to take care of all the constraints, the quality attributes, the community experience you have, because some people want some other new things. Okay, we have to consider their experience also and suggestions also, and the principles, patterns, styles, anti-patterns, and finally the technology. See, very difficult to satisfy because of this single block, I can say. So everybody may not very satisfied with what you present. The presentation also very important, right? Even though we are living in a house, every human being living in a house, the architecture of a house is not going to be the same for any people. Based upon the requirement, his thoughts and his patterns, we are getting a new houses. So like this also, so for same application, the different stakeholders may require different models. So with this, so the software architecture is going to be in a tough position to develop anything. So first what you have to do, you have to gather all the requirements of all stakeholders. He used to be in the stream. After that, we have to analyze what is happening, what have to happen. Later, you have to develop an architecture. Right? So from here, the architecture starts coming from. Okay, this is where the architecture starts. So how the architecture influence? See, if it is the only work of an architect to develop by his own, there is no problem at all. But he is going to be influenced by many people, stakeholders. So automatically the architecture outcome should be perfect. Okay, so how these architectures are influenced by stakeholders, people, developing organization, owner, background and experience of the architect. Yes, see, if an organization owner said, you try your best, I don't want to give any suggestions, I don't have any requirements further, just this is the only one and all requirements I have, please do it. If it is so, the architect should have some experience about the topic, background or or any knowledge you should possess. Okay, and whenever what is technical environment that should be suitable to your architecture. So how many influences for any architecture? Four influences. One is a stakeholders, one is a organizational, one is experience, one is a finally what is technical environment. Four, we have to remember that. Okay, see one by one. So architectures are influenced by system stakeholders. If you observe these are all the human beings. So in these figures, he is only one and all architect. See how his expression is. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. See, first he is one architecture. No, one stakeholder. Sorry, developing organization management stakeholder. So organizational stakeholder. He is a sole and sole proprietor of an organization. So for his organization, he want to develop an software or application or architecture. Okay. So what is views? What is his requirements in his mind? The application should be developed with the help of low cost, keeping people employed. More people have to join for his organization, along with he should spend low cost for his application. So he have to get more benefits. That is one stakeholder. Marketing stakeholder. So what is the marketing you want to give for your product? So neat features every person in the society should be liked by this. For example, WhatsApp. The best example is the WhatsApp. So anyone is there in the world who hates WhatsApp? No. Initially, WhatsApp rocking here. Videos, audio, what is the PDF files, Word files, whatever not, text. So everything in a fraction of seconds we can share data easily, right? See like this. So neat features, short time to market, low cost, parity with the competing products. Yes. So the marketing manager or marketing stakeholder requirements are should possess neat features of the architecture, short time to market. It should occupy the market very short period. That is should be attractive. Amount to spend for this advertisement or marketing should be low, and parity with the competing products. If there is any competing product, should not give bad result. Okay, that is the influence of this marketing stakeholder. End user. See, there should be a difference between the end user and the customer. Both are not same. End user and the customer is not the same. So the customer is the one who want to develop your architecture. Okay, after developing, for example, organizational manager, he is a customer. After developing your architecture, after coming to the market, the number of people can be used who are using actually called as end users. Remember that word. Customer is not same as the end user. Okay, right. So end user stakeholder. End user, what is requirements? The behavior of the architecture should be good. Performance should be good. It should be secure. It should be reliable. It should be usability. All the features are expectations of the end user. And maintenance stakeholder. If maintenance means if there is any modifications also, if there is any requirements also, there should not disturb your performance. That is a maintenance stakeholder. You have to verify that. And customer stakeholder. See, what is the customer means? Who want to develop your application? Sorry. So the application should be developed with a low cost, time delivery. So on time we should get the delivery. The customer want to get delivery of product on time, and changed very often. Not changed very often. So your product should not change very often means you don't want to change your product very easily. After coming to the market, after some business, whenever there is a requirements, of course he is ready to change. If not, he don't want to change. So stakeholders list, we learn about this already. The customer, end user, developers, project manager, maintainers, all these are nothing but the stakeholders. Architectures are influenced by developing organization. Yes. Okay. So what is the organizational manager want? He should get immediate business or long-term business or organizational structure. If you observe immediate business, okay, he should give the discounts. He should give that is called as a immediate business. For example, take Amazon. Amazon, whenever there is a seasonal, seasonal festivals are there, or any vacation is there, he used to modify his architecture to give any discounts to the customer, so that the customer is going to attract you to his discount and you can get the business, right? Long term business. So whenever a company want to launch a business, launch a product, automatically he may not get success in a short period, but after some time, because of the reputation of the product, automatically he will success in his product. Right or wrong? That been called as a long term business. Okay. Organizational structure. If you want to develop your new branch at a new place, for example, so you have to change your structure. You have to change your structure, because based upon the place, based upon the locality, based upon the language, and based upon the society, means in terms of it is very posh area or it is a slum area, it depends. So based upon that, these factors, you have to develop a business, right? So your business can be, or means the architecture is going to influence it by, based upon these features, automatically we have to change your architecture. If it is for immediate business discounts, what we have to pop, so number of times we have to send messages, so it is only the offer, limited offer for so and so time with the so and so discount. If it is a long term business, slowly we have to inject your business product to the customer slowly with reminders. And while organizational structure, new branch. So for this we have to take a lot of features, as I said previously, the cost, society, slum or posh area, or the people, language. Okay. Next, architecture influences background and experience of the architecture. Yes, it depends. There is no need to read any comments here, because depends upon the experience of an architecture. Automatically there will be a lot of change in the architecture. Okay, so because of distributed objects he developed already distributed objects. Okay, and implicit invocation, he have his own idea. Either he can collect the already available products with him, or he can develop his own idea. It depends upon the experience and background of the architect. Okay, right, that's it, enough. And finally, architectures are influenced by technical environment. Of course, a lot of changes for the architecture. See, if you want to develop your WhatsApp by using C language, how much time it will take, what is the length of the code, how many features you can include, depends. But if you want to develop the same using Python or any Java, okay, so how much time it will take? So a lot of difference will be there, right? See. Okay, so architecture background and experience reflected by technical environment only. If he is a experienced architect, he easily develop new things, new features. Okay, but he have very less experience, he have to learn more. The features he may not able to include good. Okay, the environment that is current when an architecture is designed will influence that architecture also. So based upon his current environment, current status also will influence the architecture. It might include standard industry practices or software engineering. It depends. Okay, right. So what are the factors finally the architecture have to, the architecture is going to influence it by? Okay, so by which the architect have to develop his architecture. See this. Stakeholder, organization, technical environment, architect experience. So these are all the main factors influencing for the architecture. Who is responsible for this? The architect. Right, ma? So for this, I will wind up here. Tomorrow we will start the second topic in this part 2 of unit 1. Okay, the small topics more. Tomorrow I will wind up the unit 1. Right. So till then, have a nice day. Bye.